Yo, what is up guys, you just Rick here, and we're going to be jumping into the northern border. And on this episode of AB Hunters, we're actually going to be doing the achievements that you need one to clear this dungeon one time, and then again at 5 times. You clear it 5 times. So, the idea with this dungeon is just like the Heretic Island map, in that you just got to get to the end of the dungeon and kill the boss and open the chest at the end. That's what's going to get you pretty much the prize, the rewards. Killing these mobs are pretty useless, I would say. It's a big waste of time, and biggest reason that I am even showing this achievement is that I don't want to waste your guys' time. You want to clear this as fast as possible, and whenever you do maps like this, the ones that are like mini dungeons, you want to clear the champion mobs or the mobs that you actually are required to kill, and then just hurry up and kill the boss. Because killing those other mobs really does nothing but, I'd say, affect your grade at the end. So here you see I'm fighting Infernal Army. It's cool. And there's one achievement called Hidden Treasures. So clear it one time. Obviously pick up the gold from the boss. He usually drops, actually I think it's guaranteed he's going to drop at least 1 hell piece. And of course the chest at the very end. Now I would suggest also to only be doing these dungeons while you have the gold buff up. Or the extra gold. 100% obviously. Which is going to require you to sign in every day and get the daily buff. And then when you finally get the cash bonus, I'd say, or the buff, make sure you abuse the map dungeons. Don't bother doing any legit dungeons. Even hell mode, don't do that. Just go into the map dungeons, and yeah. I was kind of hoping I'd get my Blade Master to get the gold buff, and he finally did today. So I'm going to be pretty much spamming every single map I can, because he is literally the best character in PvE. I don't think there is a character out there that's better than him in PvE. Ranger is good at soloing hell, and I'd say that's the only thing he's better than PM, because he's Ranger, obviously. He doesn't have to get near his enemies. But, I mean, the speed and just the damage that comes with the speed is just crazy. So, you can see how fast I'm clearing these dungeons, and yeah, make sure you actually activate the switch, Rick. Okay, there you go. If you're conservative with your skill stones, which I don't really care for right now, just use basic attack. Don't even bother using any skill stone skills. But I think you guys get the gist of the run. I'll be back when I am on my 5th run, and yeah, that's about all the tips I can give you. Make sure you're fast, and make sure you have the gold buff before you bother doing any of these map dungeons. Okay, be back for the 5th run. So I do gotta suggest before I do my final run, guys, these map dungeons, this map dungeon in particular, actually takes a bit of stamina. So if you're low on stamina and you want to use up all your gold like maps, don't do these maps, the northern border and the Heretic Island. Only do, say, the money dungeon, like the Orc Horde and the Barbergazi Horde. So just a little tip on that. Okay, alright guys, so this is my 5th and final, well, final for you guys. I'm gonna keep running this dungeon for the gold and stuff, but I'm going to show you guys what it does when you actually complete it at full capacity, killing all the mobs. So another thing that you might not know with this dungeon is it does not explain this at all, but this is the only dungeon I believe that you can get other soul stone pieces, which soul souls I'm talking about is the ones that you can put on your armor. And do I have one in my inventory right now? I guess I don't, but actually, you know what I'm talking about here. You can get them from a lot of the different armor dropping mobs that sometimes randomly appear in the dungeons. You get them all the time at the beginning quest, and you just put them into a slot on your armor. Here you see I have a blocked spellstone slot, and you can get very rare spellstones in only these dungeons. So that is this map, the northern border, and also the Heretic Island. So, I mean, it's beneficial in that they give you stats that you can't get otherwise. You can't buy it from any NPC, and you can't get them from any drops. You can only get them from this map, and they give you stats like I got one on my warrior. They gave me 1% crit on my boots. So, I mean, these are stats that work in PvP too. So, it's very beneficial to farm these dungeons. Now, the drop rate is significantly very, very low. So, I wouldn't expect to get anything without farming a bit, but I still cannot suggest enough. Don't do these dungeons, these map dungeons. You're wasting your gold if you don't do them. If you do not Oh my god, don't do them if you don't have your money buff. So they drop from this guy right here, the boss. So low percentage, I've only gotten one, and I've done these maps at least 100 times. So more than 100 times. But there you go, I got Smells Like Treasure achievement right there. Remember, you can do your achievements on any of your characters, so just because you do it on one doesn't mean that you can't just jump on the next character and do this map 5 times to get it on that one too, which is very beneficial when you want to do things really quick, get a bunch of adventure coins, and just rack them all up. So I think that's all I got to speak about this one, and I will catch you guys later.